I have friends who they spend all day going on, oh, my joints are sore and I'm aching and all the rest of it. And it's literally like they're talking themselves into being old. I have other people who are living life, like planning their next event, the next crazy thing they're going to do, and they look healthier.
No mai haere mai, to grey areas with me, Petra Bagust. Today, cell biologist Dr. Iona Weir talks about skin health as we age, sexism in science, and having fun in your 50s, as well as GSM. Say what? You know, vaginal atrophy. Nothing's off the table. Here's Iona. Dr. Iona Weir, it's delightful to be connecting with you in this way and talking about what I truly believe is a grey area. Which is genital urinary syndrome of menopause. Such a delightful name.
It is, isn't it?
And you are all about science. How old were you when you got into science?
Oh, quite young. Yes. I mean, pretty much, all through high school I wanted to get into science, and then, at university.
And so your doctorate is in science?
Yes. So I did my PhD at the Auckland Medical School in the Cancer Research Labs in combination with the biological school. So I did a combination of medical and plant science.
Okay, very cool.
Oh, and a bit of micro just to keep it interesting.
Nice. And how long have you been interested or engaged with, I guess, our cells, our skin, the biology of the urinary system and the reproductive system?
I'd say from about 2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good decade.
Yes.
Nice. What led you to investigating more in this space?
So my whole background area is apoptosis, which is programmed cell death.
So apoptosis
is the Greek word for leaf fall.
Okay, nice.
It's really cool. Like the guy in Edinburgh, and he basically decided that he'd call apoptosis in human cells leaf fall. And then I basically came along in 93 and said that actually it does occur in plants. And basically got called a heretic for it, but anyway.
I think that's not uncommon in science and religion, being called a heretic.
No.
I'd love to investigate the heretic, but before I do that, are you saying that this concept of leaf fall, which is certain plants ditch all of their leaves, like they just die and they fall,
yes,
that was discovered first in humans scientifically?
Well, you know your immune system, right?
Yes.
So say you get a virus and it infects your cells, right? Your immune system is trying to get rid of those cells that have been infected in your bloodstream, etc., right? So it engulfs them and then it gets rid of them. So that's a form of apoptosis, right? Cancer cells. Cancer is where apoptosis has not occurred. It should have got rid of the damaged cells, but it fails to do so. Things like Alzheimer's are where you've got too much apoptosis going on. You're actually losing brain cells when you don't want to. AIDS, HIV, is where the immune system is basically too much apoptosis, it's killing itself. So you either have too much, too little, or just the right amount of apoptosis.
So apoptosis in itself is necessary to live well. Too much is bad, too little is bad. Or too much causes damage and too little can cause damage too.
Yeah, even from fertilization of the egg, apoptosis is occurring.
Wow.
So from the minute you're born, you're programmed to die.
Yes.
So it's the rate of apoptosis.
Okay, cool.
That determines everything.
We're not
aging.
We're not very into death or aging in our society.
No. So apoptosis in plants is where plants basically, what I read out is a plant can't get up and walk away.
That's very good observation skills from you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Okay.
So they don't have an immune system like humans do. We have blood and you get rid of everything.
Okay.
But they do get infected by viruses, bacteria, etc.
They do.
So if you think about it, they have to have a form of apoptosis.
They have to be able to program their cells to die to get rid of bad stuff.
Exactly.
Okay.
So as well as the leaf fall, you've got fruit ripening, flowers, everything. It's all apoptosis if you think about it. But what I realized is because they can't get up and walk away, they have to have a way of going into almost apoptosis and being able to retrieve it if conditions improve. Think like a drought, a flood, etc. Yeah. Or they might need to sacrifice part of themselves to save the rest of the plant.
Yeah.
And so my entire research for 30 plus years has been on manipulating that and applying it to human cells.
So what I hear you saying is that the fact that plants can program their cells to die, you've discovered they can deprogram their cells from dying. They can bring a cell back. What are you saying?
Yes, there's 3 stages to apoptosis, right? And a plant can go a lot further along the pathway than a human cell. Human cells, once they start, are committed.
Dying. They're like on that slide. It's a water slide, and they're on their way out.
Yes.
Okay.
But plants have a way of reversing it.
Okay. So
basically, once I did all that, I kind of thought, well, what if I could apply to skin creams? Eczema, etc. Those are all immune disorders, right? But then ultimately, I got into vaginal atrophy, which is GSM. Because that is apoptosis to the hilt.
Okay, so let's talk about this. Before, I think it's like 2014, 2014, GSM, which is an easy to remember acronym for a rather long word, genital urinary syndrome of menopause, was called vaginal atrophy.
Yes.
And atrophy means what? Dying or shrinking or
it's basically wasting.
Wasting.
Yeah, aging.
And the concept there was that in menopause, due to the drop in estrogen and progesterone.
Yes.
Progesterone?
Both.
That those mucus-filled, blood-engorged, moist areas become potentially drier.
Correct.
Thinner.
Thin.
More fragile.
Very fragile. Then your vaginal pH starts to change, which alters your microbiome. Then you're going to get more infections.
Okay.
So it becomes a very vicious cycle the minute you become dry.
Okay. So in terms of vaginal atrophy being one of the potential impacts or effects of going through menopause or going into menopause, what is the proportion of women? Do you know how many women experience those symptoms specifically? What proportion of the population are we talking about? Or do we not know?
Well, the American Menopause Society has worked out it's at least 84%.
And the New Zealand data that we have has it at about 50?
It's 50 who emit it.
Okay. Yeah. So what we're talking about here is from a little bit dry to Sahara Desert.
Yes.
We've got a range of women experiencing the skin of their vagina, vulva, urethra, bladder. So that whole system that looks after, wastewater and reproductive health and sexual pleasure, there are changes going on that can have really significant impacts on comfort, lifestyle, how you feel as a person.
Yeah. And what's so frustrating is, how it was called vaginal atrophy? But the reason why they've called it GSM now is that a lot of women think that their bladder issues are caused from their childbirth. Like, when they've a bit of damage there and they think that's what's damaged their bladder. But it's actually the drying out of the area.
Right.
Because your kind of urethra becomes sort of like loose.
Yes.
Right.
Like your skin?
Yes.
Like your joints?
Like everybody's kind of worried about the face, but they're kind of missing the fact that everything else, gravity really sucks, right?
Well, it's quite a powerful force, yes, I've discovered.
So the urethra starts to sort of become wider.
Okay.
So
not smaller, wider.
Wider. You're kind of losing that muscle tone because the skin is kind of more flaccid. It's not kind of plump and holding everything together. So at that point, you start to get irritants entering the urethra, right?
Okay, yeah. potentially.
And so it's kind of dry and you've got irritants. So you're going, I need to pee. Then you pee and you go, oh, I need to pee again. Because you've got this non-stop kind of irritation going on at the entrance to your urethra and your bladder. The other problem is now it's slightly wider and it's drier. Your microbiome is kind of changing at the entrance, and you're kind of not blocking the bad bacteria getting in there.
Right.
So now you start to get bladder infections. And if you think that a lot of women actually die from UTIs.
I did not know that. Is that true?
Yes, like in rest times, it's kind of one of the things. Wow. Falls, UTIs, pneumonia, they're all kind of linked.
Okay. Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. My father's been very, very unwell with a UTI.
Yes.
Yeah, it can overwhelm the immune system.
Yeah, so it's kind of this thing where we've got men worried about their prostates, right?
Yeah.
But on the other side, women actually need to look after their whole vulva health. Because it actually impacts your bladder function. It impacts your entire microbiome, whether you're going to get more thrush infections, which is not good for you. But then you've also got the risk of prolapse. Because if everything's dry and thinning, you then start to have the entire vaginal wall sort of start collapse down. And then once you're getting prolapses, then you're in trouble.
So I want to go in a couple of directions. I'm not of the mentality that perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause, acknowledging that menopause is one day, an arbitrary day, a year after your last menstruation. That transition, which can be, anywhere from 2 to 10 years, and then it's the rest of your life. So at 53, I am looking at hopefully another 20 plus years of my life postmenopausal. And I am not thinking that I've been designed in such a way that I don't survive and can't make it, and it's going to be terrible from here on in. Yep. And I don't want young women either coming into perimenopause going, I've heard it's just terrible, my life is over and I just give up now. Like, I think conversations like this, the purpose of a conversation like this is to say, can you pay attention to your body? Can you notice what's happening with your urethra, with your bladder, with your vulva, with your vagina, and can you, with curiosity and compassion, pay enough attention that you get what you need to support you? Yes.
I mean, like, one of the things I've made sure I've done is see a vaginal physiotherapist.
Okay.
Do all those little exercises, actually know what all my muscle tone is, etc. Because it's actually critical to prevent prolapses occurring or reoccurring so that you can actually enjoy the next, I'm hoping another 40 years,
Awesome. You're going for 40, I'm going for 20 plus. I need to get on your train. Okay, so there are, birth injuries notwithstanding, because that is a time when that system is under pressure and prolapses can occur. And then there can be, I guess, minor or major prolapses. There are things that we can do to tend to our joints, our skin, the skin you can see, the skin you can't see.
Yeah.
What would you say are the suite of things that we can do to care for this incredible thing we have called skin?
Absolutely your diet.
Okay.
The
really exciting stuff.
Yes. I'm not really pile the retinols and all the rest of it on your skin. Mm-hmm. I'm about looking after your skin from within. Mm-hmm. And then my skincare range, Topaz, is about giving you healthy skin. Mm-hmm. Because for me, I worry about people using lots of retinols and things because they actually thin the skin.
Interesting.
Like
steroids thin the skin or
exactly.
Okay.
So there's a lot of creams out there that are making women pile it on, and then as you get older, they kind of add more to that. But what happens is when you're like in your 70s, you're going to have very thin skin. I want to get to 100 and have healthy skin that's not going to tear, that's not going to get infected from a minor scratch. So it's about protecting that microbiome.
In your gut?
And your gut and keeping your skin hydrated.
So I noticed you've bought yourself a drink today. What's in that? Is that water or is that something fancy or is that something naughty? Is that Coca-Cola?
It's Dr. Pepper.
Lady, she is a human. What flavour is that? Just one flavour. It's not cherry. I don't really know much about Dr. Pepper.
Strawberries and cream.
So good. I love that you admitted that. Well, I'm having a coffee at 2 p.m. Here's to Dr. Pepper. No, I'm not advertised or supported by that drink, but
Okay.
I tried it. It's interesting.
So I actually did Flow, the gut health product.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually went to a gastroenterology conference in the US, right? And I thought that me carrying around my Dr. Pepper secretly in my bag was going to be an evil thing. Everybody was carrying Coke and Dr. Pepper. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, those of us in the know.
We've all got our little things that keep us going, right?
Yes.
So fun.
But for your gut, do probiotics and stuff.
You think they're worth it?
I like to do like a 3-week boost.
Yep. And then how many weeks off? And
then I take a couple of weeks off and they plump them back in again.
Nice. I that's a little bit how I feel about a lot of things. I'm not good at being on something forever.
Okay, so the best thing about dietary supplements, like if you're doing a clinical trial, you'll see the best benefit of a dietary supplement after 3 to 4 weeks, right? And then after about 6 weeks, the body goes, oh, been there, done that, right? So I actually mix them up. So that I rotate them. And that's the way of getting the best out of your dietary supplements.
Okay, nice. What about then your skin regime? Is it the same sort of thing?
No. Oh, thank goodness. Your skin is fine. But your gut, the bacteria in it are kind of going, no, we've seen this. We're over this. We're not going to respond to it anymore.
Oh, it's good to get into the nitty-gritty straight away. And look, female-specific research is so important, and understanding our biology is useful. Coming up, we talk about being in your 50s and making plans for the next 40 years. Feel free to share this episode with your friends, and please press subscribe on your favourite podcast platform to get notified whenever we release a new episode. The team at Genora believe self-care shouldn't be complicated. That's why they've created clean, highly effective skincare and supplements designed by women for women to support you inside and out at every stage of life. Start with Go Nightly Overnight Repair Cream and wake up to visibly plumper, smoother, deeply nourished skin. Discover the full range at genora.co.nz. I want to know, as a woman, would you look at this as a preventative care, as a responsive care, as a maintenance care? Like, the stages of perimenopause and postmenopause are significant.
Yes.
Like, the rage stage didn't last very long for me. The anxiety stage was a flash in the pan. The hot flush stage was longer, but specifically, certain times a day in certain environments. The fatigue and brain fog was really long. Like and it changes, and then I felt clear, and then I went back into it. So as a woman going through perimenopause and into postmenopause, I'm not looking for set and forget. I don't want to think of myself as broken and needing to be fixed.
Definitely not. I mean. I'm about to turn 60, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to go to BTS in Paris. I'm going to do ABBA in London.
Brilliant.
Okay. I think it's actually an attitude thing. You can either sit there and go, well, this is it. I'm aging and I got to be careful and all the rest of it. Or you can actually just go and live life. And I actually feel I'm having more fun now than I did when I was younger because I actually don't care anymore. I know I'm probably going to be the oldest person at BTS,
What is BTS?
K-pop.
Oh, that's how old I am. Brilliant. I watched a Korean TV series, which was great, but I have not listened to BTS. I need to get on that train. Or I could get on that train if I feel like it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it would be fun and energetic.
Exactly, yeah. So I have friends who they spend all day going on, oh, my joints are sore and I'm aching and all the rest of it. Mm-hmm. And it's literally like they're talking themselves into being old.
Okay.
And then I have other people who are living life, like planning their next event, the next crazy thing they're going to do. and they look healthier.
Yes.
So it is a state of mind.
It has an absolutely profound impact. I talked to a friend who said, I cannot believe my in-laws were 50 years and years and years ago, and they just behaved, they became old people. They were like, we are old. They retired. They stopped doing everything. And she said they became elderly very quickly. When we look at 50-year-olds now, we're like, reaching my prime. This is, 50's the new whatever.
Yeah.
As far as caring for myself, I know that there are going to be challenges that I face at this edge season of my life that are different from the challenges I faced forming my identity, finding my partner, building my career, breeding if I so choose or am able. There are kind of big life movements, pieces in every season. In this season, I guess I'm interested in paying attention to my body and working with it.
Yeah.
So what would, from your experience, from the work that you've done, what do you think is an orientation for women to take towards their bladders, their urethras, their vulvas, their vaginas that is proactive and protective?
I focused in my 50s of making sure that I set the framework for me to do the next 40 years thereafter.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about that.
So for me, I don't want another prolapse.
Yes, you don't.
So I kind of changed my regime. So I stopped the body jam and the running and all the rest of it. I still do combat, but not quite as high impact. And I'm doing more of the weight training.
Yes.
Right. But not the heavy weights. I'm more just trying to tone everything.
Make your muscles stronger.
Yeah. And I'm also very focused on my pelvic floor, not extreme pelvic floor exercises. I'm not going to be able to balance myself. It's never going to happen. I'm going to fall flat on my face. I have done that at Les Mills, by the way.
Balance yourself?
Where those women hold their legs up and kind of stretch, etc. I have face planted.
Can't be good at everything, Iona.
So it's kind of like at my age, it's about focusing on that pelvic floor for my bladder function, etc. Not trying to be a yoga guru.
Right. So you're taking positive, sustainable action to support your pelvic floor.
Yes.
As you go into the season and beyond, as you're dancing in your K-pop concert, as you go to the ABBA in London.
Yeah.
You want to be able to go to that gig all night long and not worry about going to the loo every half hour.
Exactly.
So pelvic floor exercises are good, diet is good. What else? Anything?
It's just that state of mind and sleeping.
Okay.
Don't try and be the all-nighter and kind of, you can't do it anymore. Otherwise the brain fog the next day is shocking.
Yeah. I talk about that as which is just ridiculous. It's like, I need a new metaphor. When you're young, you write checks that your body banks for you.
Yeah.
Who under the age of 50s even knows what a check is now? Like you take out loans that your body will honour. Like you take money out, you put it on the credit card of your body account, and you pay it off. Your body honours it. Later, if you run at empty and below empty for too long, you get into some significant credit card debt, and the interest is killer. It's just a terrible metaphor, and I withdraw it humbly.
No, because I've kind of found with my friends, once we got past 55, you pay dearly for kind of trying to do that bank it kind of thing. I'll catch up later. You don't get to catch up later now. You really feel it.
And I think I guess I'm interested in a conversation like this, making women go, oh yeah, maybe I am feeling it a little bit dry, or maybe my urgency is a little bit more intense, and going, what can I do to support my beautiful body? Can I get a bit more sleep? Can I do a couple of exercises at the traffic lights while I'm cleaning my teeth, or when I get into bed for the first 5 minutes, which is what a physio said to me every night, no matter what time you go to bed, just do 5 minutes of pelvic floors.
Yeah.
The pelvic floor muscles are remarkably responsive.
Yes.
I have had a cough for 3 months, and I think my pelvic floor is now in great shape because I have had to go like this every time I cough.
Yeah.
I would rather not have the cough. I'd rather do the pelvic floor exercises.
Yes.
But it feels like we can actually not leave something until it's like a prolapse, right?
No, I mean, you've got to do the prevention.
Okay.
Like, seriously, do that prevention. I thought my prolapse repair was brilliant, but...
Was that a birth injury?
Yes, yeah. You know the whole thing of get your body back afterwards?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't do that. If I could go back to myself when I was younger, statement 1 would be wear sunscreen. Number 2 would be just let your body go to pack for the first 6 months after giving birth, because it really doesn't matter.
Take the pressure off, just be.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang out.
Exactly.
Cool, nice. I like it.
Yeah. So, like, for me, they identified that my left-hand side is slightly weak. So it's actually a case of making sure that when you're doing those pelvic floor exercises, you actually got even balance.
How do you do that?
So the physiotherapist can actually do these little ultrasound scans, and they can actually watch your muscle tone and see which side is weak and which side's strong, and if you're overdoing it.
Okay. I went to see a pelvic floor physio for grey areas. We did an episode, which if anybody listening wants to check out, it's excellent. And they were so great. It was so good to talk to somebody who knows about this musculature and who understands and who can assure you of what isn't wrong, help you with what is needing support, or refer you up the chain to somebody who will actually, take action if that's needed. I think it's so important for us not to be so afraid that something terrible has happened that we take no action, or so dismissive of our needs that we take no action. It's like, how do we encourage women to pay attention to their bodies and go, oh, I think I need to talk to somebody about this, or I think I need a bit of support here. Mm-hmm. How do we encourage women to do that?
I think we've got to get talking about it more.
Yeah.
Because even me working in the area didn't know all the options available, which I thought was quite tragic. Yes.
Yeah. We don't know what we don't know though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. As a cell biologist, and we're talking about what happens to our skin as we age, both our internal skin and our external skin.
Yeah.
I guess my feeling at this stage of the game is I can't be bothered spending all of my time, energy, and resource in trying to regain something that I'm done with, which is being very young. I'm no longer young. I'm not getting younger. I'm getting older. There are benefits and challenges with that. Are we distractedly obsessed with staying young looking?
To me, it's about looking healthy. Healthy skin, healthy hair, healthy body, right? What I find very scary now is this whole push of, inject hyaluronic acid into your skin, the derma fillers, the Botox, the lifting things, all those things are going on. But women will reach a moment where they can't afford those things, unless you're very, very rich, right?
Yes.
And so the sad thing about the industry is they're kind of counting, like what I've seen in the industry is they count to your time, say 67, when you kind of no longer got the income to afford those things, right? They don't care that after you stop using those things, your skin has been stretched, pulled, and you're actually going to look worse than if you hadn't done it. Because for them, you no longer can afford it, so who cares? So for me, it's about looking after your skin, keeping it really, really healthy into your 70s, 80s, 90s, and not just for the moment.
But so healthy and looking after it doesn't mean being 20 years old looking. It doesn't mean having 20-year-old skin or 30-year-old skin.
No.
Or 40. It means having healthy 50-year-old skin, healthy 60-year-old skin.
Yeah, like, you know how they sort of dermaplane and all the rest of it? That's thinning their skin, which is then putting you at risk of, more sun damage, etc.
Right.
So if you can't afford to then keep doing that, you're going to look worse later on than you would have if you hadn't.
Right. My issue is that why do we have to be so focused on how we look? Like, why is that of paramount value? Like, caring for your skin is a really good idea because it keeps your insides in and your outsides out, the outside out. It's a very, very useful organ, skin. It's amazing.
Yes.
And looking good does make you feel better. Otherwise there wouldn't be a charity called Look Good Feel Better. But to have my value as a human being based on how I look or how young I look, so annoying. As a narrative, it's just impossible.
It's like you vanish. You get to a certain age and suddenly you've just vanished.
Yes, and it's also like giving us permission to treat people who are older worse because we say older people don't have value. So if you look older, you have less value. If you have less value, it's like it's a perpetuating cycle where our future self suffers.
Yeah,
Why are we doing this?
I don't know.
So how do we break the cycle of I will value myself, care for myself, and live a life that is of value to me and my community? And how I look is just a small part of that.
I think we need to be talking a lot more about being healthy. Not about looking good, but looking healthy. This aging healthy, not trying to get the long life, but it's a really bad long life.
I know. We're talking about this, aren't we? Not longevity, but there's a word for it now. Where you
aging well.
Aging well, yeah.
Yeah.
Not just living in like being alive, but actually not having a life.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So go to the beach, have fun, wear sunscreen.
Yes, ma'am.
But yeah, you don't need to do all the derma fillers and stuff because seriously, it's not going to make you look good in 80.
I think it's really useful to ask ourselves questions like, what do I want for my next season of life? And where will I focus my time and attention? Now, coming up, we're going to touch on the mechanics of intimacy when it's not as pleasurable as it used to be. Plus, Iona's hot take on supplements. You can find me on Instagram. I'm at Petra Bagust. And remember, you can now watch full episodes on video. The team at Genora believe self-care shouldn't be complicated. That's why they've created clean, highly effective skincare and supplements designed by women for women to support you inside and out at every stage of life. Start with Go Nightly Overnight Repair Cream and wake up to visibly plumper, smoother, deeply nourished skin. Discover the full range at genora.co.nz. Can we talk about intimacy and sexual function? So the other side of GSM is potentially penetrative sex hurts because that skin is a bit more fragile, it's a bit more irritated, drier. Lube doesn't necessarily fix that, although I've heard people say, always use lube, which again, you actually have to know your own body and work out if that is irritating for you or if you even need it. And then there's loss of desire, which is something that happens potentially for a season, not for forever, and peri and early post-menopause. So what do you think women can do to support themselves there?
Am I allowed to talk about my cream?
You are allowed to talk about your cream. Yes.
Okay, so so originally when I developed the cream, it was about the vagina, restoring the vaginal health.
Okay. So tell me, let's step it back. You've discovered leaf fall and applied it. You're wanting to apply it back to humans to repair skin in humans.
Yes.
And how do you get interested in the genital area and the degradation of skin there?
Okay, so previously in my career, I developed a oral pharmaceutical drug for eczema, which is still going through the FDA. Okay, it takes a long time for these drugs. But I became very aware of what steroids were doing to people with eczema. Yeah. I saw the thinning and everything. So I developed the Atopus eczema cream, which has OTC approval in the United States.
OCT approval?
Over the counter.
Okay.
Right. And how I developed that was I took the plant compounds. So I basically trigger the plants to go into apoptosis, and then I reverse it. And I harvest those compounds at that point, right? And so I then put that into the cream. And so instead of just being a cream that kind of moisturizes or, kind of stops a bit of itching, it's actually working below to stop that whole apoptosis response.
So those compounds that that stop apoptosis in plants, you're putting into the skin.
So yeah,
onto the skin.
Onto the skin.
Do they get absorbed? What do the cells
do? It goes
do?
down about 17 cells.
Okay. And what about for people who go, I'm a bit freaked out about putting plant stuff on my skin?
Okay.
I mean, we eat plants all the time. We're very intersecting with all sorts of things.
Yeah.
I hear that we shouldn't wear sunscreen after 70 because it's less beneficial. Then we can't put that in. Sunscreen is too controversial. Let's just leave it.
No, definitely wear sunscreen after 70.
This was an oncologist who said, that's if you want to live to 100, you have to stop at 80. If you're going to live to 100, the downside and the upside. But let's not go there. Let's not do sunscreen. Okay. Too controversial. Way more controversial than vaginas.
Okay. So basically, it's focused on restoring that immune system response. So eczema is where you're over-responding. Your immune system's going into hyperdrive.
And it's killing the cells. It's saying these cells are dangerous? Is it killing your skin?
You kind of end up with that dry skin.
Yeah,
which
flaky.
is kind
It's flaky, scaly.
Atrophied.
Yeah, and you
skin.
scratch, then it gets infected potentially, or it gets raw. Yeah,
yep.
Atrophied skin. The skin's dying too quickly.
Yep.
Yep.
So while I had that cream, I was kind of in the US and I ran out of my normal moisturiser. So I shoved it on my face, woke up the next morning and went, oh, hallelujah. Because having gone through menopause at 42, your skin will become thinner quicker than most women. Okay, so I had very, very dry skin. And suddenly here I was with this eczema cream on my face going, I actually found something where I didn't wake up with dry skin in the morning. So the Atopus skincare range is basically developed on that
premise.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I'm talking to dermatologists in the US, etc., and I'm talking to Sylvia, gynecologist who did the clinical trial.
Sylvia Rosevier?
Yes. And they're all going, have you considered using it, for the vagina? I said, well, I have actually used it on myself. And she goes, well, have you considered developing this for other women? And so we've had to do a lot of work to develop a vaginal cream, because it has to be completely safe, no irritants, etc.
Which seems right and good.
Yes.
Yes.
But that took about 4 years to get it to the point where you could put it safely on the vagina.
Right. And you're not even putting it in the vagina, so it's different from Avestin.
Yes.
Because Avestin is an estrogen cream that you insert into the vagina.
Yes.
Using the applicator or your finger, which is warm and soft, as opposed to an applicator which is hard and plastic.
Yeah.
So just heads up, I've just heard. Anyway. So this is put on the outside. How does that impact? Like, what are you aiming for in this cream? Like, what's the goal?
Okay, so when I sat down with Sylvia and discovered all the things that GSM affected, I was stunned because I hadn't understood the urinary side.
Okay.
I actually just thought that was childbirth damage.
Okay.
So then I was like, okay, let's develop this cream to restore the whole area, right? So it's got components that support your microbiome. It changes your vaginal pH, even though you're not putting it up there, right? Because we're restoring the vulva, right? We're actually starting to change the whole area. So it takes about 3 weeks for the vaginal area to improve. If you did put it up there with soft, gentle finger, it would be quicker.
Right.
But a lot of women said that what they really don't want to do is have to sort of insert it daily. So it's like, let's develop a cream where you don't have to go put anything up there.
Yeah, it probably feels less invasive.
Exactly.
And for some, less confronting.
Yes.
Less messy. Yeah. I mean, the funny thing about the biology of our genitals is that it's not just biology. It's actually emotional. And it's psychological, and it's deeply personal, right?
Yeah.
It is an area that we don't generally see. We don't generally, I think, personally, I think we need to get more in touch with it, figuratively and literally, because it belongs to us and it deserves our care and attention. But it is confronting. I understand that.
Yeah. So what I did was I developed a way of having the cream. It's kind of micellular technology built into it. So it kind of, you put just literally a little finger amount on there, and it will basically spread out a very thin layer A little bit will go just into the entrance of the vagina.
And are you saying that this your experience is that the cream helps women with bladder issues?
Yes. So, for instance, there's no way I could have gone to BTS or ABBA. I would have had to go on and peed halfway through, right? So part of my reason for developing Myregyna was I really did want to go to ABBA Voyage.
And 4 years later, here you are, up and away.
Yeah, I did it at the end of 24, and I did the whole show, did the dance floor, which when they'd first announced they were going to be in London, I'm like, oh, but I won't be able to do the dance floor. So that this was about me developing something so that I could go have fun. Yeah.
So fabulous. It's the perfect reason to develop something, if you ask me.
Exactly.
Like solve a problem that you have.
Yeah.
In terms of the price point, it is, you've done a lot of work. It's been 4 years plus, but it's been your lifetime and your career, and this is your business.
Yeah.
Is there a hope that it can come down in price? Like what's the goal? Because $129 a tube, or you've got a combination package. Is that, how long does the tube supposed to last?
So it's meant to last about 3 months.
Okay.
But yeah, we're optimizing our manufacturing. We are starting to scale. So as we start to scale, we'll be able to bring the price down.
And I guess we buy supplements that last for a month that are $80 a packet as well, don't we?
Yeah.
Like it's, I guess I'm asking because there's this sense again of, I'm a little bit broken and I need fixing, so I need to take this and put this and do this and do this, and then I'm being marketed to on my social media and my in the world. It's like I need more protein and I need to do a gym membership, and these aren't all bad things. Like it's not bad to eat well and it's not bad to exercise. These things are good.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm now buying a sleep app and I've subscribed to a something tracker, and it's how do we create an environment where we can live and get the support and give ourselves the support we need, and kind of navigate what is marketing or ineffectual or, like menopause washing, and what I actually really need and what actually really works and is worth my investment of time, energy, attention, and money.
Okay. So I might work in the dietary supplement industry.
As in you do work in it?
Yeah.
You do.
I've tested every dietary supplement that is on sale in New Zealand.
Really?
Because I used to have a lab where we did all the testing.
Okay.
I've developed multiple
dietary supplements
that are on the market, right? I've developed pharmaceuticals.
So
I would never, ever spend any money on a vitamin supplement.
Really?
I don't take vitamins.
Really?
Yeah. Just eat a healthy diet.
Okay.
Right? For me, I would go buy a packet of raspberries. I don't spend my money on vitamins and all those things. You're just peeing them down the toilet.
And you don't spend them on dietary supplements?
I'll do one at a time.
Okay.
I do my little rotation through. And
how many different ones? Like 2 that you just back and forward, or 3 that you wrote, or 8?
I've got 4 that I rotate through, including my own.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah, because otherwise you're overloading the system. And say if you need zinc, eat some lettuce, right? The best way to give yourself everything you need, those crackers, right?
Like crackers that you put cheese on?
Yes.
I know crackers.
Okay, so as a scientist and a chemist, right, if you do a slice of salmon, a slice of tomato, camembert cheese.
I'm really enjoying this. If this is a metaphor or real life, I like it.
Right. A little piece of basil leaf.
Yes.
Amongst your crackers.
Yes.
Give them about a minute to interact, right?
Yes.
Now, the oils and everything from the cheese will actually take out the bioactives of the basil and the tomato, and you have every flavonoid, every fatty acid, and every vitamin you need.
Okay.
So I will do that every second or third day. I'll just sit down and eat myself a platter of that. I don't need to go buy omegas or anything else. It's all in that little cracker.
Which cracker do you use, a seedy one or just the wafer? Just checking. I do love a seed.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. So we're back to basics here with, can we give ourselves a whole foods vibe diet?
Yes.
That has everything we need, that has lots of lovely colour and fibre and variety in it.
Mm-hmm.
That we have the time and energy to prepare because we've had a good night's sleep and we are moving our bodies well, and then paying attention to the changes that are happening and finding ways to support that, whether it's exercise or hydration or creams, or a rotation of dietary supplements.
Yes.
Or adventures to go on.
Mm-hmm.
Or new hobbies.
Yes.
Taken up any new hobbies in the last wee while? I suspect you don't have time.
I don't have time. I mean, I'm an avid gardener.
Okay, cool. That makes some sense.
Yes.
Plants are amazing, aren't they? I think we can learn a lot from plants.
Yes.
Okay, so where's the cream going? Because this is your baby. Is it? What feedback are you getting from people? I'm going to tell you one first. My friend didn't read the instructions, so she doesn't put it either side of her vulva. I wonder if people listening to this who know me will be, which friend? I think she puts it rather liberally on her clitoris and surrounding area, and she said increases sensitivity.
Oh yeah,
very effective for her.
Yes.
What is the ingredient that does that?
I won't say the ingredient, but we are having a serotonin benefit. Yeah. So if you want to blow the roof off, put it on the clitoris, because holy moly, man.
What's happening? What's happening to the clitoris from that cream?
So we're kind of sort of reawakening it.
Okay. So there's some active ingredients in there that just make the clitoris fire.
Yes.
So to speak.
So to speak.
And it's safe.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, don't pile it on there.
Don't marinate it.
Yeah.
Gentle.
Yes. Which is why we kind of originally were just applying it to the vulva, because it kind of spreads out. And,
okay.
Yeah. So there you go. That is the benefits of the cream.
Have you answered my question? She swears by it. I tried it. It worked. Okay, moving on. Can we talk a little bit about women in science?
Yes.
Like you mentioned heresy a little earlier.
Yeah.
That you were like, hey, I think this happens, and you had some pushback. And as you've said, you're turning 60 this year. How many women were in the university science space when you were in there? Like what are we talking about?
So there were a lot of women in the technician level.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was first as a scientist, there were like 4 women scientists kind of in the building.
Out of?
About 400.
Ooh,
so
whopping 1%.
Yes. So it's kind of really, really changed.
Yeah.
We've there's a lot more women, but I'm also kind of still seeing them pigeonholed. So the system has kind of worked out to benefit men. Like if you look at the way funding is organised, women end up with the leadership roles, but not the big leadership roles. They kind of get put into the token positions.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of find yourself having to fight all the time.
Mm. So what are some of the fights that you've taken on? Like as a young woman, you're doing your PhD. What's going down?
So I was the first person in the world to suggest that apoptosis occurred in plants. But, I was told, no way. But the minute a man suggested it, it was definite, oh yes, apoptosis occurs in plants. This sort of suddenly became a dogma.
Where was this man that suggested it, and what?
Oh, he was in the US.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a country worth listening to, and a person worth listening to, according to the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's.
And was he late in his career, early in his career?
Oh, he would have been about 20 years older than me. So he had the seniority kind of thing.
Okay.
But it's known in science now as the Matilda effect, where a woman will say something. There was a female scientist called Matilda, and everybody just ignored what she said. But once a man said it, it became dogma. And all through history, Marie Curie, Einstein's wife, etc., if you look at it, there's a woman who's come up with the suggestion first, but then a man gets the glory.
So to prevent ourselves from being stuck in that narrative or furious about that, because there's truth in that.
Yeah.
What do you do? You're in science. I heard a story. You said that to get your PhD going.
Yes.
You tell a story.
So I was part of 5 graduates that hired. So I'd finished my master's. And so I was meant to get a PhD paid for. And the 4 guys had started, and I was still waiting for mine. And I overheard.
So the payment's not coming through.
I'm working as a technician, but the moment of starting the PhD to become a scientist is not happening. And then I overheard them saying, "Oh, she's probably going to have babies soon." So I had a friend who worked in radiology who basically we swapped the name on this report and put mine on there, and I kind of left on my desk in an envelope, and I walked around for a whole week looking very upset, pretending to be upset, right? Knowing that somebody would have looked at this envelope, right? And it implied that I couldn't have kids. So basically a week later, I'm offered the chance to start a PhD.
That's even better than the first time you told me that.
So it was really funny because then, of course, when I did get pregnant, yes.
When? How long later did you get pregnant?
Not until I was about 35.
So we had fully finished your PhD by then.
I'd fully finished my PhD.
You'd finished your PhD. You didn't.
Yeah. So they're all thinking I can't have kids, eh?
So you're safe to fund.
Yes.
I mean, it's hilarious and also slightly diabolical.
I was pissed, to be pretty blunt.
You can be as blunt as you like.
Yeah.
So is that what's happening? Is that happening? People think, oh, well, look, she's probably going to have babies and then it will be a waste of money. So if we just slow things down here, then we'll find out what's really going on. Has that stopped?
It's not as direct now.
Uh-huh.
Like I've been watching my daughters. They're both doing chemical engineering. I'd never let them go into science. But my older daughter was helping me on a project last week. And the subtle sexism. So in my day, it was very blunt. It was, in your face kind of thing. Now it's subtle. And I actually think the subtle's harder to fight.
Interesting.
And also I think this generation hasn't quite clicked what's happening to them yet. And so they're kind of thinking we were overreacting and they're only just starting to realize. You can see the backlash that's happening against women in politics now.
Yeah, it's hard to share power.
Yeah.
It's very hard. If you've got the power, it's very hard to be secure and mature and share it, knowing that it won't degrade you or diminish you or devalue you in any way to bring other people up.
Yeah.
To stand beside you.
So like I've been a company director of companies since 2003. It's only once has there ever been another female on the board.
On the board of your companies?
Of any company where I've been a director.
Oh, wow.
So, women are not getting to that level and you have to fight.
What's the benefit of having women at that level?
Okay, so for instance, one of the products I worked with was a woman's product. And it was all men on the board. Like, until they got me on the board, they didn't even realise some of the things that women actually experienced. Like, come on, guys, have a reality check.
So it's a lack of knowledge and a lack of experience. It's a different worldview.
Yeah.
It's additive. It's broadening.
Exactly.
To have women there.
So if you want to be developing products that women, and most of the shopping is done by women.
I know. So
if you really want to sell the product, you need people on the board who actually understand what the consumer wants.
Interesting. I mean, I agree.
And the staff. You're going to have female staff.
Yeah.
Being one of the first female founders of a biotech company, It's incredibly hard to raise money. Female founders have a real struggle getting money compared to male founders.
Yeah, there's something to do with networks and trusting and systems and all sorts of things like that. Have you managed to find the money you need?
Yes, but it's been very hard.
And what are your goals? What do you want to see for Myregyna and the skin creams? And
well, tomorrow I have a meeting with the FDA.
Here in New Zealand?
No, it'll be at Teams.
Huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. So we're working on taking it through as a medical device through the US FDA. And then once we have that, then it will become a global product, which will dramatically reduce the cost.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Bring it on. Yeah.
So we are currently negotiating with external distributors who can take it global. I'm not a marketing person.
No, you can't be good at everything. That's what I say.
Yeah.
And it's wise. So, and so are you still investigating and creating and discovering?
Oh, yes.
Yes?
Yes.
How much of your time is in the lab?
Not much. I kind of walk around on the beach, kind of suddenly had the crazy idea and then get other people to do the science bit, but yes.
And what is the most joyous part of being a scientist for you?
There's a couple of things. Like when I walk around a supermarket, there's like 9 to 10 products that I can look at and go, I invented that. But then it's also the feedback, like to get the emails, the phone calls from people, and they say, oh, you helped me with this or help me with that. Like we had a woman with Myregyna. She'd spent 20 years having to map all the bathrooms. And she goes, I can go shopping, I can go to a movie and I don't have to think about it. That actually makes all of it worthwhile. Yeah.
And it's so fantastic. Feedback is bloody marvellous. What is it, do you think, about your brain? You're in essence an inventor and at a cellular level. Is that right?
Yes, cell biologist.
Yeah.
I think it's because I kind of look at everything, like I'm looking at the plants, the microbes, the whole human biology, and then I bring it all down to the cellular level. So it all comes sort of very, the same. But I'm actually looking at what the problem is. Like how do you fix vaginal atrophy, right? So if you look at most products out there, they'll treat one symptom. Right. So when I was developing Myregyna, when I developed flow, etc., it was about what are all the symptoms associated with these conditions, and then actually targeting every single one to bring everything back to being normal and healthy.
Yeah. So a holistic view.
Totally holistic. Yeah.
Cool. I'm so glad you're still enjoying science.
Totally. I think I'll retire about 80.
Perfect. You've got your own company. You can retire when you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. When you are saying 80, so imagine yourself as your 80-year-old who's thinking, will it be this year that I retire? Or shall I keep going? So you have to imagine yourself as an 80-year-old. What would that cusp of retiring 80-year-old scientist, cell biologist say to you today?
Don't stop. Like just keep inventing. Yeah. And don't sweat the small stuff.
Nice. I bet the small stuff's quite big though, isn't it? Some days.
Some days, but I'd say at this age compared to say in my 40s,
yeah,
like you just walk away. It's just like whatever. And I have said in board meetings, whatever.
Nice.
Yeah. Like you just reach a point you don't care.
It's freedom, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Lovely.
About the time you hit 55, you'll discover whatever.
I'm on my way. I'm definitely on the on-ramp of whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
You'll love it. You'll go, oh, wow.
It's harder to offend, harder to frazzle, easier to chill. It's a good on-ramp. And you can still have energy to care about what you care about.
Exactly.
And let go of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, I'm glad you're getting great feedback, and thanks for carrying on inventing stuff. What's the goal? Is the goal multi-million-dollar fortune, house on a cliff? Is it to keep scientific? What is the goal?
I want to have a company that just keeps producing 100% natural products to make people's lives better.
Great goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be 100% natural.
Okay.
Like, that is my absolute deal breaker on any product.
So what does 100% natural mean? No synthetics, or no? What's the definition of natural in that context?
For me, it's like I used to call the term nature scientific skincare.
Okay.
Because I use the science of nature to create the products.
Okay.
Like, if you look at every cancer drug, etc., they all come from plants or microbes.
Yes.
Right? Nature's already found the cure.
Mm-hmm.
It's just about unlocking it.
Very cool. Dr. Iona Weir, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. So fun. Ngā mihi nui kia koe, Dr. Iona Weir. Thank you for the insight into the science of skin and your world of science. Feel free to check out Iona's mahi at weirscience.com. Everything is there, including Myregyna. Thank you to our production team at Love It Media, Josh Couch, Maxine London, Mick Andrews, and video guru, Hamish Wilson. Please, if you can support this podcast with a donation, go to our website, greyareas.nz. Our music is by Aru. This song is Korimako. Until next time, go gently with yourself and your vulva. She's precious. Ka kite.